I'm John Zaller. I'm the executive producer for Exhibition Hub, and we're here at the Atlanta Arts Center. Well, Exhibition Hub is a concept that was formed in 2015, and the idea was to create immersive traveling exhibitions and experiences that always push the envelope of storytelling. Our U.S. headquarters is here in Atlanta, and we've got a 50,000 square foot facility right here in Doraville, where we constantly are putting on new content like our Bubble Planet experience. We also have a huge warehouse in town and dozens of employees in the Atlanta area. But across the country, we have about 500 employees, all dedicated to creating great new experiences and delivering them with excellent customer service. An immersive experience really is something that takes you out of your everyday. So what an immersive experience really at its core is something that completely surrounds you when you enter a space. And that space can be a space like here, it could be a museum. There's so many places where you can do immersive experiences. People think, oh, an immersive experience is projections on a wall, but it's so much more than that. It's a feeling that's created where you are enveloped in something entirely new. So Mario Iacampo was the founder of Exhibition Hub. He founded it in 2015. He sadly passed away in 2023, but he had a very special place in his heart for Atlanta. He actually worked with Universal Circus for about 10 years. He spent a lot of time in Atlanta. He had lots of friends in Atlanta. And he always felt that Atlanta was a place, up to that point, when we came with Van Gogh in 2021, that a lot of producers passed by for experiences. So he felt it was underserved culturally. And you can see the legacy he's left, first by bringing Van Gogh the immersive experience, by opening this exhibition hub here in Doraville, but also all the immersive experiences that come to Atlanta now. So he really had a vision for what Atlanta could be, what Atlanta was, and what Atlanta needed. And he delivered on that, and so many other immersive experiences have since followed in his footsteps. Mario was one of the most creative people I ever met. He had a very unique way of creating, iterating ideas, always looking at them in this childlike way, always pushing the question, but also really getting into the research to the point where every subject we worked on, I would ask him, did you study that in college? Did you do your master's degree in this subject? But he just would read up on everything. So for me, working with Mario really helped me think about how you can continue to push the story. It's enough to tell a story, but you can always put that extra flair on it that's engaging and educational at the same time. So whenever we're creating a new experience, we think about all these different touch points that the guests engage with. And we want to make sure that we touch them at all those locations. We connect with them at all those locations. And the way we do that is just room by room, design by design, thinking about every level of sensory experience so that we're able to connect with the guests on so many levels. And that also is something that further enhances that immersive feel of an experience. In Atlanta, we have produced and presented Van Gogh the Immersive Experience, Monet the Immersive Experience, The Art of the Brick Immersive Experience, King Tutankhamun, his Tomb and Treasures, which was immersive in terms of using the objects and sets, Titanic, an Immersive Voyage, and then again, we brought Van Gogh back to Atlanta. And now we're standing here surrounded by bubbles at Bubble Planet. Whenever I'm working on something, I always try to push the envelope of storytelling. So I really just get into the subject matter. What are we working on? And what is the story that's most interesting to me? And how do I take that to the world? When possible, using new technologies that people haven't seen before that help make the story better. So it's really about, I think it's two things really. One is always pushing yourself, and the other one, which has something to do with the first one, is never accepting that because you had a good one before, the next one was just going to be good. You always have to stay humble when you're creating because you never know what's going to come up. If you have that openness within you of letting the ideas flow through you, you're going to be much better off in terms of creating something new. I've created a lot of exhibitions over the years, and a lot of them have been very deep educational experiences and exhibitions. So the idea of an exhibition being a place where you can escape is one that I've only really embraced fully. All those years ago when I was creating exhibitions, they also were places where people could go to escape. What we need in this day and age is some place where we can go and get out of our everyday. We want all the cares of the world to just be washed away for a period of time in a social setting that we can go to with our family or our friends or our loved ones, and to just be transported. And that's really what is one of the things that is so special about traveling exhibitions and immersive experiences, is they bring something new to you that you need to go out to see. So you need to leave your house, you need to get off your screens, experience something in a physical space, but in that time period, everything you're worried about just kind of disappears for that hour or 90 minutes. And that's part of what makes these so special. It was very impassioned. I feel that one. One of the goals with Exhibition Hub and all the content we create is that it is accessible for everybody from 3 to 133. That's really one of our goals, is to create family entertainment style experiences that also have a great educational bent to them. So we're definitely open to all. So Mario was always somebody who was dedicated to great stories and great experiences. And he also is somebody who knew how to have a lot of fun. One of the ways that we intend to honor his legacy is to create two styles of experiences. Ones that are focused on culture and education, and ones that are focused on play. And those two can cross over, but they'll probably be two different lanes. That way we can engage with pop culture experiences, but also we can delve deep into historical experiences using culturally relevant artifacts. And that really is one of the ways that we will honor him. Another way is just the level of presentation in which we dedicate to creating our experiences. Everything is top-notch. When you come to an Exhibition Hub experience, you know you're going to experience the best type of exhibition or experience that's out there, which was really something that was very important to him and is very important to us.